take the slag out.
For these little pieces of metal, which is very Hi, Jamaican Shore Fishing. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Big up yourself. Yo, guys, you know, I wanted to go out fishing this evening, and unfortunately, I mean, the type of fishing that I wanted to do, I can't do it because I don't have the proper weights. And normally I'd grab a few spark plugs or something like that and go out if that's the case. But I don't even have any of those either. So now I found myself in a situation that I have to melt lead to make weights. As in, I have the molds. So I have the molds. I use these molds to make my bank sinkers. And I'll show you guys in a second. Let me get this open. So that's what the molds look like, guys. So I use the molds and pour my lead, and it makes my bank sinkers. So stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to be making a few of these bank sinkers. I need me some 3 ounces and some 2 ounces, which I totally ran out of. So definitely need to make, so there's a process in this, guys. So I do this outside because ventilation, 1. 2, I can control everything out here a little bit more better in case anything gets out of hand. It's in a controlled area, in a zone that I can handle it pretty much easy. I'm using a coal pot that gives off that temperature heat from the wind blowing and stuff like that. And then I clamp this together using 2 pieces of boards and save my hands from heat and burning myself, and just keeping this level, and then clamp together with a C-clamp, which keeps it pretty tight. So other than that, let's get making some weights. Alright, guys, so let's get this fire lit up. Stay tuned. Making shore fishing. So this is what we're gonna melt our lead in. The skillet, this old iron skillet that I use all the time. I bought this just for this reason. And I have a spoon that I skim the top of it off to get the lag off the top, and I drop it in this bucket that's right here that I use all the time. Extra cold just in case this burns out pretty quick. So let's get busy and we're gonna light our fire, guys. I normally just use a piece of cardboard in the cold, especially in wind like this. It lights up pretty quick, so I'll shell down a few little pieces in here like this real good and break them up in very nice small pieces that they can light up easy, and get them lit up. So let's get this thing cleaned up and get this fire started. All right. Especially in wind like this, coal is pretty easy to catch up. Never really give me a problem. I just get some cardboard in there and just tear it up in small pieces. That's it. Coal fire lit. Ready to go. While that's lighting up, what we're going to do is pack it with some more coal so it can level out. I'm going to get my hands all dirty, but it is what it is. You got to fill in those empty gaps, guys. And because when you put the lead pot on, it's pretty heavy. So, and I also have another mold here, guys, and this is an egg sinker mold, so I can make multiple sizes of egg sinkers. So check it out. So depending on what I want to make, yellow. All right. Yeah, you gotta have hand protection to do this stuff because this stuff can get really hot. Cracking already. stay tuned, guys. Yeah, so while the fire is lighting up, I'm picking out the wheel weights. I actually recycle these lead wheel weights and melt them back down and then pour them back into my mold and make back weights. So stay tuned for that scene. But the fire's heating up. I don't have the hair dryer with me out here. Normally I borrow Laurie's hair dryer and just blow it and get that fire heated up pretty quick. As a matter of fact, I might just go do that, but it's just gonna take so much to do that, and the time is running on me. The daylight is running on me pretty quick. So I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible, guys. Like I said, I have a whole tray of lead weights that I'm picking out here. So I'm just blowing this fire to get it heated up real quick and just ignite up a little bit faster while I'm picking out weights. So stay tuned, guys, until I get that pot on, that skillet on to heat up. And once that top cold catch, I'm gonna put that skillet on and let it get real red hot and start melting this lead down pretty quick. All right, so stay tuned. I might have to get light because light's gonna probably catch me, and I chose to do this in the evening time. So, all right, guys, so stay tuned for that scene. Jamaican shore fishing, we are out here. All right, guys, so let me get this camera down a bit. There you go. And now you guys see I got the skillet on here. Almost caught my rag on fire, and it's heating up. I got the first batch of wheel weights, all different sizes and weights, and I'm gonna drop them in there and let that heat up. But first I want this thing to heat up till it turns dark, and then once that happens, I'll drop this stuff in there and get it in there to melt down the first batch. All right, so stay tuned. Here, guys, so let it heat up a bit and get this first batch warmed up, and pick out some more, and then get this thing cleaned up again and then ready for pouring. So stay tuned for that part. The whole process, guys, and it takes a bit. So I'm gonna get you guys in a little bit closer. You guys can see what's going on here. Cooking up some lead. That's what's up. Stay tuned. Jamaican shore fishing. We are out here. Hey guys, you could literally look in the corner right there, and you could see some of it melting already. It's just going down little by little. I don't want to get too close with my camera because this is really hot, and trust me, it will scorch anything in sight. All right, so you can see over there in the corner where they're breaking up, and they're just slowly turning into liquid. So that's amazing, guys. Just to watch a metal just melt. You know, check it out. Awesome. Look at it right there. Pretty cool, man. See, there it goes, going right more around there. See if I can get around on this side where the wind is not blowing so hard. You can see all of it just melting down little by little. Trying to get the temperature up here. So just melting this down, guys. So we're going to pack this with more coal soon around the edges so that it can stay packed and not fall over. Alright, so stay tuned. Show you guys what's up. You can see it here. The liquid, literally. You can literally see the liquid on that side. So stay tuned. Hey guys, so you guys can get a better understanding of what I'm doing here. Basically is the metal, the little piece of metal that's on the side of it. Let me get this camera up a bit. I think it's down a little bit too much. So there's some little metals that's on top of the weights. So what I do is I just push whatever is not melted over into the liquid and just skim the top off for these little pieces of metal, which is very hot. So there's a bucket right here that I chuck them in, and I get them off of this. This is pretty hot, guys. You got to be extremely careful. I've been doing this for a long time, and it's not something that you should be doing without protective gears. I'm just so used to this. top, because they float right on top of the lead, guys. Metal floats on the lead when it's melted. So I'll show you guys what's going on in a second and what's going to be left after I get all this metal out. Dirt, all the muck, all that stuff floats to the top, guys. You guys, what's going on here? Get a little close up. This is what's up, guys. So this is what's left, liquid lead, after all them wheel weights are melted down. And then what I do, I take the slag out, I drop it in that bucket right there, and that's what you got left. And then this is what I pour into the mold once I get all the slag out. No dirt, no particles that don't belong in it, and I have the pure 100% lead. Alright, stay tuned. Guys, so let me drop this down a bit so you guys can see what's going on here. I'm about to do my first pour and get that in there. This is hot enough already, guys. I'll get my old mitten here, old trusty burned up mitten from doing this. This is what this got burned from doing this. So I got to use a rag and then double fold it, wrap it around the handle before I can touch this thing. So it's a pretty tricky situation at times. Get it to the edge here, guys, and then get this rag around here without burning myself or my hands. So there you go, just like that. Get that piece of coal out of there first. Oh, damn it. Alright, there we go. This is dangerous, guys. Don't try this shit if you don't not used to it, because this skillet is pretty heavy. Ooh! You seen that, guys? It popped up on me. There was water. I went to go put the wood out, the stick out a while ago, and the board had caught a fire because I put the mold here to keep them warm, and the board caught a fire and kind of did some damage. So end up splashing myself, almost hurting myself. But I'm all right. I'm good. No harm's done. So let's get these next two made. Egg sinkers. Almost damn near splashed the hell out of myself with some of that lead a while ago, guys. That's it right there, guys. So I got the mold filled up. So this is what caught on fire, what caused that explosion a while ago, and I put it out with water, and then when I went poured the mold, I didn't realize that there was actual water inside, so it created a little reaction which scared me, and I ended up splashing the lead. So nearly burned up my goddamn self. That's what I nearly did. But here goes the next mold right here. It's all filled up. So I just gotta wait on these to cool, and while they cool, I just gotta open them up and get the lead out. So this is the thing to create that hole inside of the egg sinkers. So this is what egg sinkers look like, guys. Just making sure fishing. I'll take them out. So this thing gets pretty hot, so I'm not even trying to hold the metal with my hand. Let's get one of them out. So here goes. One of them is done. I just got to break off that excess, throw it back in the pot to melt, and I got myself my egg sinkers. So That's a 3 ounce, and that's a 1 ounce right there. Egg sinkers, guys. That's it. So I just made 2. I didn't really want to make any big ones because I do have big ones. I wanted more small ones than anything on these, on the egg sinkers. And then now I'll show you guys the other one. Make sure it's not burning my hand. Oops. Alright, let's get that opened up. So, I got my trusty little hammer. I tap it, it opens up, and then I'll get it open up. Alright. Yeah, so this is what your bank sinkers look like, guys. I just gotta cut off the excess off of it. So this is what, see? And it's hot, so I just gotta make back make some more of these, and I'm good to go for my next fishing trip. So putting this back together is kind of tricky. Right, there you go. Grab it, drop them on the board, line them up, get the next set of board, line them up again, and then get the C-clamp back on here, and be ready to pour again for the second time. So what you want to do is pour these molds while they're hot. Pouring them cold is not good. We got hot lead in here. We'll pour a few more weights, and let's hope we don't get splashed again, right? That was dangerous, guys. That was crazy. Almost burnt myself. And wear goggles and proper gears, guys, when you're doing this. Alright, that's one good pour right there. Let it heat up again. We're going to get some more lead in here to melt down. Get these down there to cool, get them away from the fire. So off before they get cold, and it becomes a little bit more difficult for you to twist them off. So after I bake off the excess, I'm left with an egg sinker. See, just like that, guys. And then I chuck the excess back in there to melt down, and grab the next one with a rag again, and then break off my excess. So I try to make a decent portion, so I'm not back and forth doing this all the time. And I have a good portion of good size egg sinkers and bank sinkers that I need. So I just use the pliers and the excess piece for the mold. I just break it off, just twist it. Drop them in there. And then I have myself a complete sinker. That's what's up. So these got kind of poured a little bit too much, so I just gotta, and they cool pretty quick, guys. Not something that's gonna prolong. So I try to break them off before they cool too long, because it gets going to get hard, and it's a pain to break off at times. So whatever little details, I can always clean those up afterwards. I don't really worry about that. But these are my 3 ounces and 2 ounces. There guys, so we got those cleaned up, and as you guys can see, my 3 ounce, see it, big old 3 ounce weight. I just gotta clean up this a bit and I'm good to go. So it's getting dark, guys. I'm gonna get busy finishing up the rest of these. Thank you guys for joining Jamaican Shore Fishing. I don't think you're gonna see anything else new but what you just seen here. Drop that thumbs up if you like this video. Please like, share, subscribe, guys, and watch the ads, and best up yourself. Jamaican Shore Fishing, we are